There's our countdown. They can totally hear us, by the way.
Awesome.
So even though it's 10, our 10-second countdown, everybody hears us. Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. I am so excited. This is my first sprint of the challenge because I always sprint on Tuesdays. Tuesdays are my day. And last week, the challenge started on Wednesday. So everybody got a challenge sprint but me. So this is my first challenge sprint. Welcome, everyone. It looks like we've got 25 people with us already. That is amazing. We're going to say hello to everyone in the chat here in just a second. But first, I want to say hello to my friend, Erin Radnicki. So hello, Erin.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hi, Abby. It's so good to see you today. It's morning where I am, but I know it's afternoon where you are. So, but
Yeah.
I've been looking forward to this because I just love getting a dose of your energy. So I'm ready to put that into my writing.
Well, we have a dose of puppy energy around this house right now, you guys. I have to make a confession, which is I went to Michael's to buy some t-shirts to screen print this weekend, and I came home with a puppy because Petco was having an adoption event right next door, and they had a puppy who was named after my favorite author. And I was like, I can't keep walking. And my husband was just like, oh my God. Okay. So anyway, we have a new puppy here and we're all crazy. So let's say hello to everybody we got here. We've got NJ is here. Oops, I got to move my little timer. NJ is here. Hi. And Linda and Sarah and Elena and Keo, who was just popping in for a second. She might already be gone. Elisa, who's normally my sprinting buddy. She's here. Ashley, David, hello. Aaron and Hope, hi. Let's see. I think I already said hi to Elena. LJF, hello. David, did I say David already? I don't know. Sometimes I get a little lost. Stephanie, TW, RT, hi. Valentine, hi. Dabble, that would be me. Hello, me. Athena was also just popping in shortly. If you're still here, hi, Athena. Veronica, Shelly, hello, hello, hello. I'm still scrolling. Janet, hi, Janet. You are in the right place. So welcome. Laura is here. Nice. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm still scrolling, you guys. Emma, hi. Emily, hi. So many people today. This is amazing. You cannot see my puppy though, Ashley, because he's a pain and he's in the other room. I told my husband, you have to watch him for now. But Erin, so we're here to write today. I love that you have this focus. So everybody, Erin is a book coach and she loves nature. So of course she's into the puppy, I'm sure. I'm writing a chapter book about a duck today. What are you going to be working on?
I'm going to be working on my middle grade. I have a draft of a manuscript that I'm revising, and I'm going to be working on that. It's a middle grade historical fiction, but with animal characters. Got to have some animals in there. So.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Do you need a beta reader? That'll be me when you get to that point.
I will let you know. Yeah.
Nice. Pup tax on Dabble you later. Yes, absolutely. I will post. I've already got like a million pictures. My kids tell me that the dog that is at my feet right now, they will tell you that he's my favorite child. My children, my actual human children, are always saying that. Like, no, the dog is my mom's favorite child. But yeah, cool. Okay, so we're both working on animal stories. I love it. Everybody else, you got 25 seconds to put it in the chat. Let's hear what it is that you are working on. And for those of you who are new and joining us, remember I put the links to the sprints both in the chat here now, but also in the description on YouTube. So everybody, sounds like our timer's going off. I'm going to mute my microphone. Erin, mute yours. I'm going to share my screen, and I'll see you guys in 20 minutes. Okay, first sprint is done. Let me make sure. Now, remember, you guys, you can click right underneath word sprint number 1. It says click here to go to sprint number 2. So you've got one sprint linking to the other. I'll go ahead and put the second sprint in the chat just in case. Erin, how did you do? Oh, you're muted. There you go.
I did all right. I'm working new scenes into an existing piece, and sometimes it takes a minute to think about how am I going to fit this in? How am I going to weave the threads together? But I got there.
Yeah, we always say, so I oftentimes co-write with a friend. And whenever we go back to revise, we always say we think we're just really tight writers in the first place, because sometimes when you want to add something in, it's like you can't find just that right spot to slide it in without breaking this nice flow that you had going. So sometimes it's just like, I don't know, tricky. So let's see. Let's see how everybody did here in the chat. I saw Ashley got a ton of words. Let me go back. Okay, here we go. Ashley, 981. You're up there with Doug. What? Doug always like kills it in 20 minutes. Oh, you froze, Erin.
Oh no, am I back?
There we go.
Okay.
Elena got 396. Linda, 368. Valentine, 668. Erin, 76. I'm kind of there with you. Stephanie, 61 words, but got called away. Elisa, 422. Ooh, Elisa, that's more than you normally get. You were doing great. David, 769. Hope, 271. Lauren, 191. Rosalinda, 53. Hi, Rosalinda. I don't think I said hi to you before. Or Susan. Hi, Susan. 73. Zorinthia. I hope I said that right. 120, but got here late. You did good and did some thinking, but you still jumped in and got something done. That's amazing. Sarah, 134. Emily, 165. Oh, we'll see you next time, Rosalinda. Shelly, hi, Shelly, 306. Laura, 679. Natty, 358. NJ, 340. Brandon, hi, Brandon. I didn't say hi to you earlier. Or Natty, hi. 116 for Brandon. Rustignol. I don't know if I said your name right either. I'm so sorry if I said it wrong, but 141. Nice. Jasmine, 380. Oh, NJ pointed out, look at this, you guys, that if you're using our dabbleWordsprints.org, the total group word count was 7,369 words for 20 minutes. That's nice. So, oh, close on the name. Nice. No IA on the end. Okay. Zorintha. Okay, I'll practice that one. Bye, Valentine. Thanks for joining us. So, all right. So, Erin, I love that you're going to be with me on Tuesdays, I think all month, right?
The whole month of October. Yeah.
Yes. So we get to talk about all our animal, middle grade, nature sort of things, but you don't just work with middle grade writers who like nature, right? You work with even adult writers who kind of have a nature bend.
Yeah. I mean, nature writing isn't just for kids. I enjoy a good book with an animal character, even for adults. But yeah, I work with middle grade, YA, and adult projects. And so yeah, and it doesn't have to have an animal protagonist. It can just be a book that centers nature in some way. And yeah, that's my jam.
I think about like Call of the Wild, right? Like where nature is an actual, like it's man versus nature. Nature becomes like the, kind of a co-character anyway, antagonist maybe, or protagonist.
Yeah, I've started a list of like kind of all these little, I guess, tropes you could say. So it's like you got man versus nature, you've got ones where the character is kind of like one with nature and like uses the nature as part of their powers. I mean, there's all sorts of different kind of representations that we see. And so I love all of those. I love fresh takes too. So yeah, I'm all about nature, and it's just fun to be able to find a way finally, as gosh, taken me my whole life to figure out how do I connect my love of nature and my creativity. It took a long time
Writing.
to figure that out.
Yeah.
And
All right,
NJ, to answer your
everybody.
question, this is my first sprint.
Yeah, but she'll be here all month. So, all right, we'll mute our things. We'll see you guys in 20 minutes. The sprint started. Okie dokie. That's the second sprint done. So, all right. How did everybody do this time, you guys? Ashley, 817. Man, you're killing it. Linda, 281. Let's see. We'll wait for the rest of our titles or totals to come rolling in. Let's see. Sarah, 253. Elisa, 317. LJF, they do go by fast. Elena got 867. Lauren, 225. Jasmine, 335. Natty, 240. Stephanie, 211. NJ, 384. Gosh, they're all moving so fast. Sometimes I wish I could get the chat to like pause, especially as everybody's coming in at once. Rafagnal, 329. Laura, 616. Veronica, 48. Susan, 25. Shelly, 347. Emily, step 1 from the Dabble homework done. Nice. Hope, 210. Let's see. Oh, Bon is here. Hi, Bon. And Sarah, I don't know if I've said hi to you guys yet. Bon, totally fine. If you're reading about characters instead of writing, we'll count that. David, Thumbs of Steel, 1106. Zarintha, 393. Danny, hi, Danny, 273. Ashley, 2 chapters left in your story. Nice. Brandon, hello, Brandon, 111. Shelly's world building. Nice. So everybody, they did pretty well. Let me see. If I don't start up the next sprint, I will forget and keep talking. Okay, so we have 3 minutes left before the next sprint. Let me go ahead and put that in here. Yeah, Thumbs of Steel is making everybody look bad today.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with so many of these writers. Man, I think maybe I got 100 words.
Yeah, let me see if I can tell what I did. This one says 38 and 6 on my other chapter, but I'm just like breaking sentences apart. So for the most part, I'm taking out like the conjunctions that are in some of my sentences and just making them 2 short sentences, things like that. So I'm finding that like chapter books and middle grade books, like in middle grade, I always try and vary my sentence length and, you know, kind of make it interesting. And I'm finding that no, you know, with like Junie B as my mentor text,
Right.
I think I went through, you might be able to see where I write down like how many words are in each sentence just to see like on average, what is Barbara Park doing?
Pick it apart and see what's worked.
Yeah. So anyway, well, we call David Thumbs of Steel because he writes on his phone. So he got,
oh my gosh,
over 1,000 words. You guys, I actually, I will show you my puppy because I had to turn on like talk to text on my computer today so I could answer emails because I had a puppy sleeping on my lap on top of one of my arms.
Life is hard.
So hard. Let me see. I'll put a picture up. Here's one and here's one. Let me see if I can get them both to open. Okay. I'll share my screen. Oh, I guess I'm not sharing my whole screen. Maybe I won't be doing it. I'll just put it in the chat. How about that? Here's my, maybe I won't put it in the chat because it's not taking an upload. All right, never mind, you guys. You'll have to see it in the community because I'm failing. I'm failing in every way, sharing my puppy pictures. All right, so we've got 35 seconds before the next one. So, oh my gosh, NJ, we will talk about this. We will talk about this when the next sprint ends. NJ does a writing club for kids, Erin, at school. So, yeah. All right. We'll dig into that. We got 10 seconds. Then we'll come back together. We'll wrap up. We'll talk about NJ's thing. All right, everybody. Good luck. Last one. All right, everybody. That was the last one. As our totals start to roll in before we celebrate with everybody, what advice would you give my students when faced with 50K as a goal for the first time? That is a heck of a goal for kids who are, what did you say? They're like 3rd to 8th grade, NJ? I would do a couple of things. Like I might take a 0 off that goal and make it 5K. Just because if you think about it, let me get my calculator out. All right, so we have 50K. Let's figure out how many pages that is. So 50,000 words divided by 250, that's 200 pages. Maybe it's 50K for the whole group. That might be something else. I mean, I know even when I was in college, if I was faced with a 20-page paper, there were times when I was kind of panicking because 20 pages felt like a lot. So I would consider maybe adjusting that somehow. What do you think, Erin, for kids?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's more important to have the fun and the camaraderie and like see how see the numbers add up than have the goal to be such this huge number, which really, I mean, even for adults, take a 0 off and it feels more attainable to all of us. The thing that I always find is I like to talk about 100 words as being like a gateway. So like, and maybe it's different for kids, but like for adults, if I have a goal and it's feeling really big and I'm struggling to sit down and attack it, like just getting 100 words down, it's like, that's a chunk of words, but it also is kind of a gateway and it gets you writing. So I don't know if that would be true for younger writers, but I know for me, if I sit down and get 100 words, I'm more likely to get 300, 500. Mm-hmm. Like it just unlocks the floodgates kind of. So yeah.
Yeah.
I like your idea.
Motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say motivation begets more motivation. Like that's how you feed motivation, is by having these small goals that start to add up. And then that makes you want to do more. So NJ says group goal. I like that. I think, yeah, depending on how many kids are in there, put all your words together, have everybody, put their numbers on a chart, maybe like one of those little, like when you have a fundraiser and everybody can start coloring it in. I think that's really fun. And yeah, 2 months sounds like a better time than 30 days. So, all right, let's see. How did everybody do here? Let me scroll it on back. I already saw David's number. Linda, 456. Zarintha, 404. Jasmine, 299. Sarah, 293. Elisa got 479 for a total of 1275. Ashley, 756 for 2597. Shelly, 478. Stephanie, 184, and a total of 459. Nice. David, 1058. Laura, 785. Natty, 240. Again, you got to buy lotto. If you hit that number twice, buy lotto. Brandon, 109. Danny, Danny, it's more important to have 50,000 fun than 50,000 words. I'm with you. How much would 50,000 M&Ms cost? Ooh. I'm like, what if you got an M&M for every word you wrote?
Wait until the Halloween candy is like on sale and you get the, yeah.
Hope, 481. Let's see. Susan, 48. Rossignol, 349. 819 for the event. Nice. Oh yeah, Laura says, I taught middle school for 34 years. That's such a huge goal. Yeah, I used to have them do nano, but would break that goal into more manageable pieces. Yeah, nice. All right, Linda, 1,105. Dang, wait a minute. What was David? Oh, you almost beat David, Linda. indirectly aiming for 1667 words just today. That's the magic nano number, I think.
Yep.
Let's see. Jasmine, total in 988 today. Not bad. Fantastic. Yeah. You thought you were blocked and you almost knocked out 1,000 words. That's amazing. NJ got 372. Danny, 153. Nice. Oh, NJ, there you go. You have to match their word count yourself.
Oh, fun. Yeah, that's always motivating.
Nice. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us today. Erin's going to be back with me next week. I think tomorrow it's going to be Doug and Gabby Burns is going to come. She's also a book coach, I think, out of your network, Erin. And so she's going to write with Doug. And on Thursday, I can't remember who Hank has, but he's got an author coming to do sprints with him. So everybody, thanks for joining us. I'll channel Doug for a minute and say, remember to copy and paste your words out of wordsprints.org. They are only there for 24 hours and then they disappear forever. So if you don't want to lose your word count, make sure you copy and paste. And while you're at it, hit the like button so that you get notified next time we do this. Thanks for coming, everybody, and we will see you on the W campus. Bye.